Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of this video. I'm just getting some pencil bits off my page. This is from World of Flowers by Johanna Basford, and we are working on this very pretty floral circle. As I explained in yesterday's video, I will eventually be doing the whole page, but this is just a little fill-in until I move on to Easter pictures, and then I'll come back and do some of these probably afterwards. I just feel it's slightly too early for Easter content. I'm going to do these two to start with. I think these are really pretty. From what I can see, I'm looking at a flower centre, petals, and then some leaves around the edge. That's how I'm going to colour it. As I did yesterday, I can do a little bit of a mix of Prisma and Poly. I'm just going to think of the colour. I want something quite pretty. I'm sort of thinking I wanted a sort of reddish colour. I think I'm going to put a little bit of carmine red down. Just trying to find it. Where is it? Is that it there? No, that's not it. Here it is. Carmine red. This is my carmine. No, that's crimson. Sorry, I'm getting myself. There it is. Carmine red. There we go. Getting myself a little confused. So carmine red. This is from the Prismacolor. And I'm just going to start with this so that I can see what works. So I'm going to put a little more down nearer the centre and then sort of fade it towards the end of the flower, the petal I mean, and work my way around. That's quite clashing with the blue, I think, but we're going to have quite a mix of different colours. I think it'll all work out in the end. Like that, and I'm just going to go around, so just layering up a little more at the centre, but we will be going over with a bit of polychromos as well before we're done, so that will change it up a little bit. I'm never quite sure when we have like this little ring of what looks like they could be seed pods or petals, or, you know, is that part of the centre of the flower, or is that a set of petals waiting to come forward? I think I'm going to do it as part of the centre of the flower. That's how I want to do it, but you can change it up if you want and do it as if it was petals, and therefore do it in this sort of colour. I really like this sort of pinky red. I think it's really pretty. I do like carmines actually as a colour anyway, so that helps a bit, doesn't it? Now flower centres are really interesting. I've done a little video showing how I do various different flower centres. I think a lot of them are from my previous copy of World of Flowers, because it's always quite tempting to just go for a yellow and just a plain yellow. I am going to do a yellow centre on this flower, but it's not just going to be plain. So well, I can show you how to change it up just a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to leave that for now and go on to the centre. I'm going to do, I'm going to actually grab the goldenrod. I think this is goldenrod. Yeah, to start with. And just do a little bit there and there, like that. Then I am going to use this is the yellow ochre. It's really, really blunt. I'm just going to extend that goldenrod area up a little bit. I can just about do it. I need to get my other sharpener before I start my next video. And then I'm going to finish with the canary yellow. Here it is. And just go over here, over everything. And I'm going to use that on those outside petals as well. Now it isn't quite looking how I want. I'm going to do a little bit more with that with my polychromos, where I've got a little bit more precision with the point of the pencil and a few different colour options. But we're just going to look at our leaves. Now I'm thinking we want quite a mid-green, something permanent green. I'm not sure what we've got here. Or actually that Kelly green might work as a base, as a starting point. Where is it though? That's moss green. Algae, green kelp green. Is it there? There it is, Kelly green. Of course it's as blunt as a blunt thing on blunt day. I can just use my Prismacolor sharp. Ooh! Ended up opening it instead of taking the lid off. I can't find where to open it. Oh, there it is. I think I want this one. It doesn't want to sit inside the barrel. There we go, maybe that'll work. Oh, it's just broken it. Lovely. Right, that was successful. Look. I have got a dowel here. That should sort it out. You'll have to bear with me. Sorry. Okay, that's a bit better. Now we can do this. So what I'm looking for is a slightly darker bit in there and then lighter to the tip. And in these small spaces it is much easier with a harder pencil, but just getting a bit of a base layer down. Like this and all the way around. My husband's playing around with the printer. I keep hearing it printing stuff. He just said to me, don't print anything. I'm like, I'm going next door to make a video. I'll be printing. It's like, oh I know, but just don't print. No. How am I going to do that when I'm in here? Anyway, polychromos now. I think I start with the centre. Just going to grab a couple of pencils. I'm on the floor, it's really tricky. Just sharpen this one. It is the, just in case you want to search, light yellow ochre. And I'm going to go over this bit that I did with the goldenrod and then just lighten that up a bit. And I want to do a bit around the edge of those little petals as well, so there's a darker touch to them around the edge, the inside, like that. And then I've got my Naples yellow that I'm going to go over it with. Just over all of it really. You may struggle to see the contrast in different colours, excuse me, on this one, but I can see it. Now, this part, I'm thinking, you know, I want a carmine. This is the rose carmine. I'm going to use this. So I am just going to go over what I've done, so making it darker here. And then putting less as we get towards the edge, like that. Now I'm not going to go all the way to the tip. And the same here. I'm going to just do that all the way around. It's a really pretty colour, I think. It's not quite red, not quite pink. It's not as intense as a magenta. I like it. I'm just going to sharpen my pencil because I keep going into the yellow, which which isn't the effect I'm looking for. There we go. And then I'm just gently layering, so we're getting more layers here near the centre and then less towards the edge. It's also just evening it out a little bit where it's not the tidiest of colouring, and it gives me the opportunity to tidy it up. Now these tips are, I want to be a bit paler, but I still want some colour, some more colour there. So I'm actually going to use a white pencil to try to just pull them together a bit, make them look neater but light at the same time. Oh, couldn't get it. They're on the floor. I did say my polychromos are on the floor. It's an interesting idea. So we're just going to go over this tip with a bit of white like that and see if I can bring it together. The thing with polychromos is that they're not smushy, so you can't move them around to fill in the gaps. The white has to do all the work, but we've got a bit of Prismacolor underneath, so that could help us. Just trying to sort of move that pencil around a little bit to fill in those little spaces. My sister was saying this morning how much she'd like to live near the beach. She really likes the beach. I used to, but now I'm not so keen on you get sort of dirty sitting on the beach, you know, cold and wet as well. I think I'm going to use the May green to finish off that green. I don't think it's quite what I wanted now, not. This is the sort of colour that I was more looking towards, like the grass green, so I'm going to use that and sharpen it up. There we go. Take the colour down to the tip, and it's sort of, this is a warmer colour, more yellowy. I think it looks quite pretty. Now what we might want to do at this stage is to put a little bit more intensity into some of the colour where there's overlap to make it look like shadow. And I'm going to show you how to do that. If I can find the right pencil with the dark sepia. Now I find the dark sepia is a very versatile pencil with regards to shadows. It works with a lot of different colours, but you do have to be careful because it is intense and dark, hence the name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and then just gradually reduce the amount of sepia as I come out towards the centre of the petal. So it just looks like those petals, leaf. So the petals are creating a little bit of shadow on the leaves. And it just helps the petals to sit up a bit from the leaf rather than looking like it's completely flat. And we're going to do this exactly the same with the little one. Working our way around. Now I'm going to put a bit here around this centre part, just a line just to make it look a bit more like it isn't so flat. And that's my wash machine beeping, it's finished. And here, look, where these petals overlap. You don't want to put too much on the petals. I don't want to distract from the prettiness. But on the other hand, just want a slight 3D look. I'm just going to go around there. So on this one, around that circle, just a tad, and around this centre bit. All the way around. And then around there. It just gives it a little bit more depth. Now some people do a lot darker areas and it looks really stunning, but I'm always afraid of putting too much really dark colour on and it spoiling it, so I'm not going to go any further than that. Now we have already done 15 minutes. And I was going to try and keep these videos to 15 minutes, so I think I am just going to leave that one there. It's quite straightforward. We've only done a couple of flowers, but I think that's fine. You know, I'm not in a rush, as I said. I just want to do it nicely, so I think those look okay. And I know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to colour this one, so we're going to move across to this one tomorrow. So for now, thank you for watching. Hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and happy colouring.